Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello and welcome, whatever part of the world you are joining us in. So, how was your day? I hope you find it is so far or the end of your day being beautiful, happy, and productive for you. Because what you do in your day and what you don't do has an effect, a definite effect on what you will be receiving and what you will get and what will come forward for you, right? Okay, let's talk about those sneaky little thoughts, those little buggers that just pop up when you're in the middle of an activity. You're working on something. Maybe you're working on a system that you're doing for your business or whatever you're doing. But those sneaky little thoughts that just jump in the middle of that. You know the ones that just irritate you to all get out and you just can't figure out what to do with them. And they pop up when you least expect them. You know what I'm talking about, right? Those thoughts. You're in the middle of a project, you're working on this system, and you're putting it together and you're working on this funnel or whatever you're doing to create revenue in your business. You're working on this, and all of a sudden you get this thought. Jumps right in the middle of your train of thought. And it's just one of those pesky things that says, okay, well, I should stop on it now. Maybe I should do this. I should do that. Or this is bugging me. I should stop right now. What do you do with those thoughts? Why do they do that? That is the $1,000,000 question right there, is why do those thoughts keep jumping up in the middle of when you're working so hard, you're diligent, and you're focused, and all of a sudden, your subconscious mind jumps right in there like it owns the place, right? And takes control and gets you off on another thing. I don't even know what to say about this thing. It is totally crazy, right? I mean, come on. We all have it happen. Even the most successful marketers out there in the world have this happen to them. We all do. It is just how we handle these sneaky little thoughts that jump up in the middle of nowhere, just pop up right when you're in the middle of doing something, right? And you wonder, why am I talking about this? Why am I talking about something so irrelevant to your day? Well, because it could be irrelevant now, but take a look at what you've been doing. Take a look just for the past 2 weeks. Let's break it down to 2 weeks. And how many times have you been in the middle of working on something and all of a sudden you have this sneaky little thought pop up out of nowhere and you stop what you're doing? You stop working on what you need to work on. You know you need to finish this sales funnel. You know you need to finish this course that you're working on for your team to sell. You know you need to do this. This is how you make money. But yet again, here it is. It stops you in your tracks. Why does it do that? Why is our subconscious mind always getting in the middle of our success? Why? Does anyone have an answer to that question? Because you know what? There is so much in neuroscience that goes on that helps us and explains a lot, because everything, I have a dry throat today. Everything in our world is a neuroscience. And we have these neurons and stuff floating around in our heads and in our brains that connects all of our pathways. Well, whenever we get a new thought or a new train, we get a new path that we create. So as we're going through our day and we create everything we're doing, we are creating every single day. So if you're working and you're focused on what you're doing, that's right. Action is inspiration. I love that. So when we are focused and we have these sneaky little thoughts that just jump in there and stop us in our tracks, in our tracks. How do we get past that? How do we go away from that stopping us? Well, this is what I found out to do, and I've been working on this for about 4 weeks now to figure out different ways of getting this energy to stop and to focus more on what I want. So, and this is also a neuroscience. It is published. It is a fact that when you stop for a minute, 60 seconds, when you stop for a second and you just let that thought come and just stay where you're at, don't get up, don't move, don't start doing something else. Stop what you're doing for just 60 seconds. Take a deep breath through the nose, out through the mouth, and let it flow out. And then talk to yourself. Oh, hold on. I can't see what you're saying there. Hold on. Hold on. I lost my train of thought. That's very true. I love inspiration. But when you take 60 seconds, 60 little seconds, and stop and breathe, deep breath in, breath out. That's going to move energy is what that does. Whenever you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, that is moving energy. And that is a positive, happy thing to do because you want to keep the energy moving. So what I found out that was working and has been working, and I've talked to several other people on this to see if this was working for them also, that I asked them to be the beta testers for this, to test this out, to try it out. And it is definitely, for everyone that has tried it, it's working. So take a deep breath, let it out slowly, and just tell yourself, you know, what I'm working on right now, this is what I need to do. This is helping me to be financial freedom. And I am going to finish this project now. Whatever else you want to do, subconscious mind, you can do it some other time. Because usually it's something that you really don't need to do right at the moment because you are focused on working on what you are doing. And when you have a strong vision of what you want to create for your life, it is not just a positive attitude, it is a vision. And this vision, you have to see it and feel it. And as you are working on the steps that you need to take to create that lifestyle that you want, you're going to find that it will get easier and easier as you do this. Easier and easier. Because you have to focus on what you're doing and you have to be dedicated to your success. No one else can do this for you. You have to do this yourself. And when you do, you will find that it is easier and easier to get away from those pesky thoughts, those sneaky little buggers that show up out of nowhere, and take your control back. It is that simple. And for a long time, they would show up in the middle of nowhere and I'd be working away. And then all of a sudden I get this thought, I need to stop and do something else. And I'd start doing something else and I'd be like, what am I doing? I didn't finish the system I was working on. I didn't finish the course I was working on. So I decided to do some research and find out what the neuroscience is that I could use to reprogram my thoughts, to reprogram my actions. So I did that and it took some time. But then I came up with, you know, the different breathing techniques that it takes to clear the energy and move energy. And it is breathing and moving the energy that you have in you away from that thought, from that feeling. And when you do that, you will find it gets easier and easier to stay on focus, to stay on task, and to create the lifestyle you want. And your financial freedom will depend on you creating the task, the courses, the systems that are going to sell to people that will help them to grow forward and to encourage them to grow their business. So that's what it's all about. It's all about staying focused, being the success for yourself in your mind, because nobody else can do it for you. You are the only one who can do that and make it happen. A lot of other people out there say, well, oh, if you do this, or if you do that, you're going to get it. Use my system, it'll work. That's fine. Maybe it will work. I'm not saying it won't. What I'm saying is, if you want to be the success that you are right now, then take a look at what you are getting interrupted with. Your flow is good. You're constantly moving. You're just cruising along. Boom. Your flow is good, and then something jumps out there and just like grabs you. So be your inspiration. Be your encourager. Be the person that you are, that is the success that you have created for yourself in your life. And you can do this. You can do this. It is so simple. And just when that sneaky little thought comes up to you, take a deep breath. Let it go. Let it out and feel the release of that energy. It is all energy. And that thought that was going to stop you, that was going to hold you back, just take 60 seconds. 60 seconds. 1 minute, 60 seconds. And you clear it away, because you are that powerful. And when you do this, you are changing a neural pathway. You are changing a neural pathway in your brain that will, when it comes up again, something else, you will have that pathway already in your brain, and it will be easier and easier to implement that and push it away, release that energy, and get back to what you're doing. Because you are success. You are the financial freedom person that you want to be. You can do, be, and have anything you want. When you do, be, and have those 3 things, you want to do what the successful person does. You want to be the successful person. You want to have what the successful person has. When you do that, when you live that, when you are in that vibration, you are unstoppable. I mean unstoppable. No one can stop you. You are amazing, and I wish you all the best, because I know you're headed to the right direction for you. No one else can tell you which way you need to go. No one else can tell you what system's going to work great for you. They can show you what they're doing. It's just what I do for people too. I show them what I'm doing, and I know it works for me because I've tried it, tested it, and my team has tried it and tested it. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend it. So keep that in mind as you're doing things. Okay? And keep in mind, breathe. 60 seconds is all it takes to get rid of those sneaky, pesky little thoughts that show up in the middle of nowhere. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining us here today. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I am so grateful for you. So take a minute to like and share this video. Let's keep it going out there. We want to keep the words going. We want to keep the vibration going, because this is awesome. Also, come over here to YouTube. And you know what? Subscribe to our channel. We're going live over there in the next hour. Okay, guys. I love you so much. And thank you so much for joining us here today. And I will see you all later.